just thought I'd take myself outside for 5 minutes and spend a reflective bit of time, talk about my friend Clint. Sadly was taken from us recently this year. We went to high school together and stayed in touch. Seems a long time ago since high school now. I was in work one Friday, I got a phone call in my dinner break. It was unusual. I got a phone call from Clint and he dropped the bomb that he'd been diagnosed with cancer, and he was absolutely adamant and determined that he would beat this. He did beat it, and unfortunately it came back and bit him a bit too hard. Fight he did. It's an absolute privilege to have known him. He fought a really good battle and was stronger than I ever thought. He had 3 passions in his life: music, motorbikes and photography. We'd spend many a happy hour talking about music, bands, right from when we were at school. It was a thing that drew a lot of us together. Last afternoon I spent with him was a very pleasurable afternoon, listening to some vinyl on the new record deck he'd bought, and it was a lovely afternoon as we reminisced. We knew we were going to run short of time, he was going to run short of time, and we made the most of it. He was a very respected photographer, and he's left a legacy of landscapes, sporting photographs. I'm looking forward to seeing, because I haven't seen all of them. It was a side of his life that his professional life we didn't spend a lot of time together talking about. So these vlogs are dedicated for you, Clint. You'll enjoy this. You've left a little legacy, a little mark on life you've left behind. And these vlogs started when you were in the hospice and you wanted to see Geoffrey in the Narrowboat, and we'd arranged but ran out of time, so we brought it all to you, and I hope you saw it. And you've left us vlogging. Thank you, mate. Thank you very much. I hope you all enjoy the things Clint's got us doing, and they're all for him in his memory.
It was the middle of summer and the morning began like most other mornings. Everybody else gets up except Geoffrey, who likes to take his time. Just a quick breakfast this morning so we can get out on the canal early. While I was clearing up, I noticed this little coot floating along on his own little driftwood raft. Time to head off. It was an absolutely gorgeous day, ideal for boating. We'd only had Geoffrey a couple of weeks. We decided to go off on a nice and easy trip. So it's a left turn down the Shroppy to the Cheshire Cat where we'll moor overnight. Again, there's no locks on this stretch. It's still early days for Geoff, but he seems to be enjoying his life as a NarrowDog. It's been a tough year with lockdown and then moving. It's great to be back out on the canal again. Being out here makes all those problems just melt away. Yeah, that's cool, isn't it? It's a gentle pace down this stretch, just on tick over as there are moorings on the other side. This place is known as the Golden Nook. We refer to it as the Golden Mile. It really does feel like there's a mile of boats to pass, but we're in no hurry. A change of scenery for Geoff. It was getting a little bit hot on the roof. A good vantage point for Geoff. He really seems to be enjoying looking out for other NarrowDogs. Watch out for those horseflies, Geoff. As we approached Bridge 115, we came across the sunken narrowboat that other boaters had warned us about earlier on. can't help feeling sorry for poor old Wildwood. I wonder what her story is and how she ended up like this. We see this boat a lot as we're travelling up and down the canal. I really like the paintwork. Finally past the moored boat to the Golden Nook, and we can get out of Tickover at last.
Want to sleep.
The height of summer and the wildflowers are in full bloom. In a lovely little park area by Bridge 119 we came across the pizza boat. It has a wood-fired oven and travels between Nantwich and Chester. That's how pretty the lanterns in there. Oh, lovely with the lanterns.
Making a living. Really pretty. All the ribbons on. Made it to our destination, the Cheshire Cat near Chester. We were barely out of lockdown. It was really strange to see the lack of tables and chairs outside. Usually it's really busy here.
We like mooring at the Cheshire Cat. It's far enough out into the country, but it's an easy walking distance to Chester. Once we were safely moored up, we had a really pleasant evening. We had something nice to eat, a few drinks, and listened to some of our favourite music. We knew Clint was very unwell in a hospice. We thought it would be a nice idea to send him a video message to cheer him up and keep him up to date with our travels. With the footage I'd taken, they became mini vlogs. As the sun began to set, we were both in a bit of a reflective mood, reminiscing about the past and thinking about the future. Richie and Jeff had headed to bed, but I decided to sit in the crotch for just a little while longer, watching some little ducks float by on their own little island. We had a nice easy morning and then got ourselves ready to head home. It was another absolutely gorgeous sunny day.
I'll have to float that and get that out.
How will they float it?
There'll be some footage. Get these balloons and put them down like massive big balloons inside.
Yeah.
And they pump out as well.
For the first few weeks of living aboard Sapphire full time and getting out onto the canal gave me a real taste of what was to come in the future. Geoffrey and I are new to living on board full time, but I think we're getting on just fine. That twitching nose, I'm sure he knows when we're back near the marina. After passing the Golden Nook at a snail's pace, it wasn't long before we were back at the marina. Geoffrey's a cutie, but he is the most persistent thieving whippet you will ever come across, and he knows no bounds where food's concerned, so we decided to barricade the kitchen. Here's what happened next. We discovered Geoffrey likes to have a tantrum if there's something that he wants to do and you won't let him, or there's something you want him to do that he doesn't want to do. Time to run off some of that mischievous energy. A couple of weeks later, on what was one of the hottest days in the whole of the year, we said our final goodbyes to a dear friend. It was another lovely summer evening, but the clouds were darkening and there was another storm on the way. By the late hours, the storm had rolled in. It was a captivating and beautiful light display. Thank goodness no rain this time.
As we leave our golden days behind us, tread the path of our ancestors before, travelling through time and space. Say hello, brother, father, mother. Walk equal with kings, poets, scholars, thinkers and tinkers. At one, at peace, free, unbounded. Travel far, for mankind could not contain your spirit. Your mark left, your work done. Good night, my fine friend. Our spirits will meet again. You will be loved. You were always loved. Blessed be.